co-own a property with your kids to avoid the probate process, you're putting your property at risk of losing it to any of their liabilities. So examples of their liabilities could be they go through a divorce, it's part of the divorce settlement. They get into a car accident and they have a lawsuit against them, it's part of the judgment that is against them. They have debts that they've taken on that they cannot afford because they lose their job. You don't know what kind of liabilities they may have, and if any of these liabilities come after them, the home that you live in, that you have worked your entire life to pay off and try to pass down to them and avoid the probate process, can be taken by any of their liabilities. And if they aren't taking it at that point, they can put a lien on that property. So when you go and sell that property, you have to pay that lien off. So either way, you're putting the equity in your home at risk when you're co-owning that property with your kids. And your kids may be well off financially. They may make good decisions right now financially. And so you can't really anticipate the risk that they're going to have or the liabilities. They may go through a divorce. They may get into a car accident. They may lose their jobs, not be able to pay their bills. You really have no idea. So you have to weigh that risk when you're trying to co-own that property to pass it down to them and avoid probate. There are other options. If your state has this available, you could do a transfer on death deed, which will allow you to name them as a designated beneficiary. You maintain full control of that property when you are alive, and when you pass away, that property automatically goes down to them and avoids the probate process. Another example of something that you can do is a revocable trust. You put the property inside the revocable trust. While you're alive, you're in full control over that property as if you still own it. When you pass away, you can pass that property down to them, and it will avoid the probate process. If you are concerned after you pass away that they will have any of those risks, you could keep the property inside of the trust so that they don't have actual ownership of that property, but they can still benefit from that property. And so that way it will keep that property separated from them. And in the event that they go through a lawsuit, creditors coming after them, a job loss, divorce, etc., that property that you have inside of that trust is protected from any situations that they may go through. If you want help setting any of this up and use one of our trusts, your assets will avoid the probate process, or we will do probate for free. Click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.